Hey Bulldogs, so here's a little crash course on speed, velocity, and acceleration and how you can spot the difference between the three. So as a review, speed is simply how fast you are going from one point to another. So for speed, you need to know your distance and your time. Speed is part of velocity. Velocity is going to be how fast you're going, or your speed, plus a direction. So if you're going down the highway and you're going 75 miles per hour, that would be your speed. That's how fast you're going. But if you add the detail that you're going 70 miles per hour east, now your speed turns into velocity because you've added a direction. Finally, with acceleration is going to be a change in velocity. So a change in velocity could be either a change in speed or change in how fast you're going, or it could mean a change in direction. So when we look at what makes up each of these three measurements, speed, as I mentioned, is a measure of distance traveled over time. So your distance, remember, you could have it in kilometers, miles, meters, you could even have feet or inches or centimeters. And then time is usually going to be measured in either hours, minutes, or seconds. So those are things that are going to come together to create your unit for speed. So your speed could be things like miles per hour, kilometers per hour, meters per second, feet per second, things like that. And when you add a direction term to that speed unit, now you have your unit for velocity. So if I combined kilometers per hour west, that is going to be my unit for velocity. I could have meters per second to the right. Directional terms aren't always going to be your cardinal directions of north, south, east, west. Directions can also be like left, right, up, down, forwards, backwards, any kind of word that tells you a direction that the object is moving. Finally, with acceleration, if we're looking at a change in velocity, we're still going to have our unit the same as velocity. So we're still going to have, miles per hour west. But if it's talking about a change in the speed or a change in the direction, now we have acceleration. So examples of acceleration could be when you're speeding up, when you're slowing down, if you are at a stop and you actually start moving, and then the opposite, if you are moving and you come to a stop. All of those things could be indicators for a change in speed. And if you turn a corner, then you're changing your direction. So even if your speed is the same, if you are turning a corner, if you're changing direction, then you're changing your velocity. Therefore, you are accelerating. So I hope this crash course kind of helps you understand how these three things are related and how they are unique. So just think about this Venn diagram that you've got speed, which is your distance over time, and then once you add a direction to it, now it turns into velocity. And when you have a change in your velocity, that's when you have acceleration. So if you still have questions, please message your teacher and we'd be happy to help you. If you think you got it, then you can move on to your next activity. You guys have a great day.